from Aakvatech. This is industry-specific enhancement. I'm Agnes Gabusha, and I'm going to be talking about property management powered by cost centers. I am an assistant functional consultant at Aakvatech Limited from Tanzania. So, we're going to be looking at cost centers. They are not the problem, and clear intent and poor structure are. Cost centers are not the problem, and clear intent and poor structure are. This is something I came up with because as I was implementing property management solutions for different companies in Tanzania, we faced the question of cost centers because if you look at our property management solution, cost center is a mandatory dependency in the module for property importations and management. So you'd find that property companies or real estate companies would question how the structure should be for cost centers. Do they get this reports by property as a whole or by units? And that's where I started questioning myself about this topic. So I realized we design first and then configure second. And this will actually allow us to come up with reports and analysis and financial insights that will then govern real estate managers to understand the profitabilities of their companies. So by design, when I'm talking design, I'm talking about the hierarchy structure for cost centers. Cost center is a tool. I'm sure ERP users know cost centers. So the hierarchy where you have the parent and child, and then the configure, we try to map our cost centers and the real world company for properties. So if they have like a whole portfolio of a building and then they have units inside that they sell, so we try to use that tree tool to map it accordingly and help us during ERP transactions. We use the cost centers that we have in our property management module to actually track the financials. So cost centers for property management will only answer one question: where is this money coming from? Where is it being earned? Or where is it being or spent? Okay. So we try to advise our clients to add accounting dimensions that are actively used in decision making. That way it's not overwhelming for them to actually structure this. But the implementation team, we will come in and take in that burden, because it is important for us that you see the importance of this tool in the long run, and it has worked. So starts with the mapping as usual. As you know, we first map our cost centers, because as we look at it, the cost centers becomes the virtual property in the system. So in your real life, you have a property like this, a building, and you have other units inside it. So in our module, we try to make those property, the buildings, the units, as cost centers as well. So this is how you answer the question: where is the money being earned when you're doing your invoicing and your journal entries and all other transactions in the ERPNext? Okay, if you see here, this is the hierarchical tree where. Okay, if you see here at the bottom, we have like Sunrise Condo. That's our, first of all, the company level, we have the property management company. Okay, and then we try to go deeper then. By portfolio, we have your properties. This could be, let's say, Sunrise Condo. And then from there, the property, that's the portfolio, then the properties in itself. So this is the parent-child hierarchy I'm talking about, using cost center tree. Okay. So property-based cost center at the property level, as you can see here, while using our property module, we try to configure every property with its own cost center. So every property that we will be configuring in the system will have its own cost center. Let it be a unit, whatever property we define, if it's a shop, if it's an office, if it's a store, it will have its own cost center, and we can link all transactions and monitor those growings via cost center. So we think of cost centers as location tags and try to answer where. The question to answer will be where, and we try to do this from the bottom level of things of property management. So this is our property module doc type. If you can see here, this is a portfolio of Greenview apartments. We have the connection dashboard there. You can see the identification section where we have our company, for what company it's for, and we'll definitely have a cost center, like I said, for every property that we have in this module. So after we've defined our tree, we then create the properties and link each property with the cost center. This is also for a unit. It would be the same. We'll have a cost center for it as well. And every transaction that we'll be doing for it, well, let's say the leases, the invoicing and billing will be tracked there for this unit specific. If we have any property meters that we have configured for this property, they will be linked to this cost center. So when you're running your reports, you're able to understand how much each unit profit and loss, income and expenses are being earned, as we'll see later in the different types of reports. So this is our lease. You'll definitely have your property there, and you'll have the lease items that you're leasing. So let's say unit rent, car parking, service charge. For all these lease items, you'll be able to track how much your income for rent is, how much your income for car parking is, whatever maintenance charges you're making, and see the profitability of each unit in the system via cost centers. And when you're doing your invoicing and your billing, let's say sales invoices, you're able to, so once we have linked every property, whatever transactions we create, let it be invoices or entries, journal entries, whatever automations we have, they will all be defaultly configured with the cost centers that we have configured for each unit. So once we have these daily transactions going on, we're able to run reports like dimension-wise balance reports, whereby we can see your asset position for each unit. As you can see, we have A1101 PMC, we have 201, and we can see the assets for 201. The asset position is strong. For cash and balance, we can also see the 202 is the source of fund liabilities, and if you're doing deferred revenue, you can also see that your liability position, if you're in debt, or but this is not debt, this is actually advance income. So reports like this that help managers make decisions, like once you can see reports like this for each unit, you can make decisions better if you need to make decisions like reinvest and things like that, get loans. If you run these reports, once you have reports like this, it's easy for you to come up with ideas and decision making for the managers, for the people, for the property managers, for the owners, the CEOs, and things like that. So we really appreciate this cost center tool that we have really tried to link it with our property management module to help us help real estate managers So cost centers aren't just accounting, they protect deal value and speed. When you get your income highlights, if you're still in Excel and you need to run these numbers, it might take time, you might come up with lots of errors, but if you've done this from the beginning, you've done the setups, then when you need to make quick decisions, if you need investors to come and look at your portfolios and you need to process deals, you just pull these reports and you can actually account for the business and the property management as is. So this is why we prefer it, and this is why I got into it. Also, if we have the data in the system, we can create sample customized dashboards such as this, whereby we have our income and expense by unit, we have our cards for total income, monthly expenses, we have budget versus expenses overview. So dashboards like this are very insightful for managers in the property management business or real estate. And once we have this, it's easy for us to start speaking to start speaking numbers, because you're able to see the progress of your property management business. You're able to make decisions like adjust rent and allocate funds wisely, prepare investor report, get loans from banks. So what we are trying to do with the cost center and the property management enhancement is to actually grow real estate for the business of it to a place where managers are comfortable with ERP systems and they can actually count on it on the daily. So that was cost centers powered for property management. Thank you. I welcome my colleague Hector.
Okay, thank you for that presentation. Maybe for the other speakers coming, let's try to observe time kindly so that we can finish on schedule. Welcome.
Okay. Hello everyone, so I am Ekta Lodari. I'm a lead implementation consultant at Aakvatech Limited, and I'm going to talk on garage management system, which is Service MS. So some of you must be thinking, why will a garage need a system? Like it's just car works and all. So garage will need a garage management system to effectively manage the job cards, so stop doing it manually and waste papers. Then to track their spare parts, what's the stock in, stock out for the spares used, and to generate bills effectively without any errors. So in our service MS, we have a service vehicle setup, where you can define the vehicle plate number and link it to the customer, link the vehicle to the customer, and then even enter other details of the vehicle, any additional details you have, as you can see on the screen. Next setup we have is the service workshop. If it's you have a multi-company, you can select the company, you select your parts and workshop warehouse, so from where your stock which you'll be using in the workshop will come from and where it will be used. So example, you can have multiple workshops, engine repair workshop, paint workshop, like, yes, people who like cars are familiar to how the workshops work. There are different workshops where different activities take place. And the main setup we have, which is a one-time setup, but is very useful and can be modified when wanted, is the service template setup. Here you can define your service item. So example, we have engine repair, then link it to the price list, so what you'll be charging for this service. You can see the checkbox of is billable or there, so you can say whether you're charging for this service or you're not charging for this service. And then we have the important part of service template tasks. So this will be like a to-do list which a technician will be following during his servicing, so he doesn't forget a step and he can checklist it. And then you can even mention the items which we'll be using for this particular service. And there even you can, as you can see on the table of the service template parts, you can say whether it's billable or it's not billable. Okay. Coming to the transaction, we have the booking page from where we can do the booking. So on the booking, we can select our customer, the vehicle for that customer, and if it's a new customer or a new vehicle, we can create directly from the booking page. Yeah, and select also the booking date for that vehicle. And then we have the booking page. So here for the data, I just kept one workshop, but you can see multiple workshops and which one is occupied on which dates. It will be occupied on which dates. And once your booking is done, the service booking will automatically get created from the system, which will fetch all the information for the entered in the booking page. And from the booking page, we'll create the service job card. So service job card will fetch all information from the booking. The information, additional information like driver, you can enter. And on the same service job card, you can fill in the complaints. Like for example, in my service job card, I have maybe technician says, or the client came and reported that there is a burning smell and his car is slow. So you can record it over there. And then now the technician comes, he sees the vehicle, observes it, and now he says, okay, now he saw the engine was rusted and the tires were punctured. So that will fall under the faults. So that way you can keep a track of what has to be done and what was the faults in the vehicle. Next up, we have service task template. So here we'll use the setup which we created previously. So now the technician will say, okay, for this vehicle, we will need to do the engine repair and the wheel change. So on selection of that template, on the second last table over here, the tasks will automatically get populated in the below table. And even the parts which are to be used will automatically get populated in the table of the service job card. Once we submit this service job card, all you have to do is just fill it in. Rest work, the system will do itself. So on the submission, the system will automatically create a stock entry and a sales invoice. So as you can see, it will appear in the connections of the service job card. The stock entry will look something like this. So based on the warehouse use set up in the workshop, it will indicate which item moved from which to which warehouse. So you can keep a track of your spare parts over here. And then a sales invoice will get created, which will show, based on what was billable, what was not billable, it will show you your total cost for that particular client. Next up, we have, so I kept few data, but if you have like a lot of clients with a lot of vehicles, we have a report which will show you your client and their billed amount. Yeah, so currently this solution is being used by a lot of commercial garages, not only commercial, including non-commercial garages. So example, if we'll have a transport company who have internal garage and they have the trucks to service, they can even be maintained over here. Yeah. So that's all about service job cards. For more information, you can use the QR code. Any questions? No questions? Okay, so then we will move on to our next team member, who is Innocent, for his presentation. Just one thing I forgot to mention. So this solution has been successful. So one reason why our Aakvatech solutions have been successful, because there is something we have been learning and adapting from Mr. Choksi and Mr. Kakeria. Mr. Choksi, surprise. Okay, that is our success during implementation is not measured by the product delivery or the project completion, but it's measured by how confident the end user will be, how confident, comfortable, and empowered the end user will be while using our solution. So our endpoint will be that the end user should be comfortable. Thank you all.
Hi, everybody. My name is Innocent Metumba. I'm a software developer at Aakvatech, and today I would like to talk about lab analyze integration. I was presenting last year, but there is some advancement that we have done in lab integration. Okay, we may ask ourselves that why we are doing the integration with the lab machines is to streamline the workflow of the transferring the data from the machine direct to the ERP system, and that is enables the lab members to escape the errors that may be happening while they are doing their processes. And in Tanzania, NHIF, National Health Insurance Fund, they have just come with a requirement that every healthcare facility, the hospital, should host their servers locally. So it helps us also to make more advancement on the integration of some of the equipments. Last year I was presenting these machines. We have already integrated them, and most of them were hematology equipments. Lately we have added some Mindray machines, BS 240 and Mindray BS 430. But interesting part, it was integrating these urine machines, mission U120 and mission U500, also URIT 50. This connection, it is different from other, which we have already integrated them. These machines are using the serial mode of integration, the communication. So it will need you to connect the machine direct to the computer which lab member is using. So yeah, so we have being able to integrate this machine also. They can be okay. I was showing this demonstration, but my time is out. But let me go up to this stage here. Oh, sorry. But I think for the sake of the time, I'll end up here. But I can continue. Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, we have making this one-time setup. We're using this lab analyzer settings. You can set the API key of the system of the user, which will fetch the information from the machine and import them to the ERP system. So it will use API key, the secret key. This will be generated from the user doc type. Most of the people will know this. And also the interesting part is this one, is this place of, in this child table here. All the machines that we want to integrate them, you have to register here, to register them here. For the demonstration, I was showing this mission U120. Yeah, you have to register the name of that machine, the type of that machine. It is a serial machine, and also you have to specify the port number that it will be using to make connection within the system. And also there is a button there upside. It will show it will sync all the machines that you have registered into that child table to connect them so they can be ready to receive the information from the machine itself. And also another button is called Start HL7 server. It will start all the machine so they can connect directly to the machine and then send the data into the system. And that is a result which it is fetching from the machine itself. Okay, thank you. I would like to welcome my friend Emmanuel. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Yeah. My name is Emmanuel Fidelis from Aakvatech company as a software developer. And here, it is my first time to be at the Frappeverse here in Kenya, and also it is my first time to be here at Kenya. So I will hear by talking about clearing and forwarding module, which I've created within ERPNext. So what is clearing and forwarding module, and what it tries to solve, or what is the solution about clearing and forwarding? So clearing and forwarding, it streamlines end-to-end clearing operation within ERP. So this includes the custom stages, also the charges management and payment reconciliation in a single workflow. So what are the difficulties which have been appeared in traditional clearing and forwarding? So in traditional clearing and forwarding, the shipment data are always scattered in emails, in spreadsheets, and also in manual turnarounds work. So what our clearing and forwarding try to solve? So in our app, what it try to solve, first the module is centralized, so that all the confirmation of the charges are well placed, and also the data is well visible, and you can manage also to control. So I can take you through the dashboard. I think it is well seen, so that as I will say that the clearing and forwarding, it has some of the stages from opening to closed. So this is the dashboard of it. Okay, so therefore the clearing and forwarding, it helps in the visibility of data. You can track also your payments and other charges in a single file. So here I have a short video of it. Yeah, it's like here I choose one of the it's like here I choose one of the clearing files. So this is the first step of clearing file. So here you can see the shipment details, the shipment details, and the cargoes. Also, you can see that there is a flow of clearing documents, which are TRA, physical, shipping. So those are the stages of the clearing. Also, so here you can see it tracks all the payments and its charges. Also, here there is the clearing charges, where all the payments, you can track them, and also you can generate your invoice through there in the clearing charges. Thank you. So if you have any question, yeah.
Hi, this is Kipngetich Ngeno from Titansoft. Quick question. When it comes to clearing and forwarding, it depends on the company. That is, from my experience, they have each company will have a different workflow, a different this and that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the solution that you have, how many companies have you tested this with? Is it like with a single company? Is it like you have quite a number of companies? It's more or less the same question I had asked the other speaker from Frappe. When it comes to the different types of companies, are you able to, I would say, will it be adoptable to a different company? Because there will be so many variables in terms of how things are done from this company to the next one. So I was just wondering how much testing you've done and how many companies are using the product so that we know, or is it based for only Tanzania? Can it work for Kenya? Can it work for other countries in Africa as well?
Yeah, according to this app of clearing and forwarding, right now it only works in a single company, which we have been implementing it, and are the ones who also are giving us some of the hints maybe to do this and do that. Also, it is based in Tanzania right now. Yeah, and also it is still in development. Yes.
Okay. Also, to add a point on that, we also have implemented the same in DRC, and we kind of made it to be, you can change based on your country specifics, right? On the settings. Yeah, so you can check this on our GitHub, Navari.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question?
Okay, just to add on what Kipngen was mentioned. So do you have like maybe a custom workflow that you do to track all those details that then come and map into some of the standard flows in the system?
Yeah, I have them, but because of I have the limited time, so I was not able to show the whole process from opening until
The end.
the closure of the clearing file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
My question is actually for the previous speaker. He ran out of stage very fast before I could ask. So this is to Innocent from Aakvatech about lab integration. So apart from the lab integration, have you guys developed any solution for hospital management information system, or has anyone in the crowd have such a solution whereby it tracks the patient journey from the time they are admitted, at the reception, all the way until they are discharged?
Thank you for the good question. Actually, I am the maintainer and responsible for the healthcare module. It is true that we have a healthcare module which does everything that you need, from the registration to the billing to the insurance, with API and with the insurance which does not have an API. So everything is there. Also, we have that RIS, Radiology Information System. So to answer you in a short, that we have everything.
Any question?
So firstly, it is great that you guys are open sourcing all your applications, right? I just had a quick look at it. Not many people have started your applications. Your documentation is missing. A lot of your C's with that mega app that you have is, a lot of it is very generic, a lot of it is maybe mixed, right? I think you guys, just a comment that doesn't seem that you are making it for general purpose consumption, even though it feels there is a big opportunity for doing that. Maybe just for you to reflect, like, if you can think of, taking it to the next level and making, again, I mean, even from a very business perspective also, it generally will help in creating brand value and all of that. So, yeah.
My name is Amos Rono from United Warehouses from Mombasa County. I like the idea. It's really good. And my question comes in, when you come to clearing and forwarding in Kenya, we have several stakeholders. So my interest on the judges, how you ask payment or the rates, are you partnering with the stakeholders directly, or how are you coming through with the existing systems that require to meet the clearing and forwarding processes as far as the documentation process?
Yeah, according to our app, like I was previously said that it has the custom stages. So there is the stage of TRA, shipping, physical, and port clearance. So from there, we can track all the charges and their payments, and if maybe it happens from there, they have not been paid maybe by the consignee, or it is paid by the clearing agents, it will be taken to the clearing charges, so that every the payment can be paid.
Okay, just to understand you clearly, so you've not integrated the system with either ICMS or the other?
We have an open discussion after this, so we can take those questions during that time. Because we are running out of time, so we have a lot of presentations which are still in the agenda list. So we'll continue with that, and we'll take your questions in the open discussion. Thank you.